Hello, and welcome to another episode of Shine with Dorothy-Inez. This is a show created to inspire you to own your spotlight. So I'm your host, and I am so excited to talk with you today with my special guest. We're going to be talking about the power of confidence and the power of having a roadmap to help you achieve your success in business. So I want to invite you to stay tuned. I want you to share this, like it, and subscribe. So I'm so excited about my guest, online strategist, Miss Faten Bazzi. Let me tell you a little bit about her. I want to share her bio with you. So Faten is an online business strategist, originally from Detroit, Michigan, now living for the last 25 years in Brazil. So she's coming to us all the way from Brazil. She's on a mission to help entrepreneurs maintain their balance and focus so they can create successful businesses. She uses her professional experience, academic background, and her honest nature to give her clients the time they need to focus on what matters most. How many of you could use somebody like a Faten in your life to help you really focus on what matters most? So I want to invite you to join me in welcoming Miss Faten Bazzi. Drop some hearts, and let her know, hey, Faten, let her know we appreciate her. Welcome, girl.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for that introduction.
Of course. Only the best for you, Miss Faten Bazzi. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Girl, you know me. I'm always great. Most of the time. Let's say 99.9%.
Of course.
Yes. So I'm so glad to have you here today, Faten, and we're going to jump right in because I always like to try to give the viewers, as much content as we can because this little 30 minutes flies super fast. So,
yes, it does.
Are you ready, girl?
I am ready. Let's get started.
You're ready. I'm just making sure, Faten. So, tell us briefly, who is Faten before she was the online business strategist?
Whoa, when I first started out, I was really shy, as you know. My voice barely came out. I would not have gotten on a live broadcast like this. I could barely talk when I was on the phone with you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and she's not joking. She's not joking,
no,
you guys.
I'm not joking.
You hear people say that. Faten is not joking when she says she could barely talk.
Yeah, I'm not joking. And so when I heard myself for the first time, how low I spoke and how I didn't sound confident at all, it's like, no, I can't be like this. Thankfully, you were one of my first clients and we hit it off right away. And we had a connection and you noticed that, I needed to work on my confidence. There was something missing. And so that's when you and I started working together and you coached me. And here I am today doing this.
So what were you doing at the time when I let the audience know, what were you doing at the time that I met you and I became your first client? What were you doing at that time?
At that time, I had started working as a VA doing social media management and still trying to figure out what else I wanted to do along the way. So, it was a phase of discovery and working on my confidence. And so through the process, I grew, learning more than social media management. I started helping clients building funnels, automations, graphic design, built my own team. And that's how I got started.
Yeah, because when you started, you were just a one woman show. And then that was
Exactly.
one of the things as you started evolving, we were like, let's build a team. And you became a visionary because when you first started your business, and the reason I want to bring this up, because a lot of women could be where you were, Faten, when you first started. At that time, it was kind of like, I won't say a hobby, but you didn't have the big vision you have now for
No,
your business.
no,
So
you're right.
yeah, so tell the women and men listening today, Faten, what what caused you to really expand your vision? Because I remember you were like, I don't want to grow too big. I just want to help a few people, What shifted for you?
What shifted for me was I saw I had more potential. And I believe at that time it was the fear that was holding me back, you know. And then when you have support and you have a coach and you see that there's other things you could learn and you could do, and why just have it be, just something to do on the side? Why can't I gain experience, gain knowledge, and grow and help more people? And it felt, it got to a point where I felt satisfied because I am gaining this knowledge and this experience and I'm helping people. I like helping people, and you build relationships with clients, and so that's why I shifted my mindset to just doing it, something on the side like a hobby, to actually really building a sustainable business.
Hmm. So, what are some of the things what are some of the specific things that you did? I know you hired a coach, you had me, and then you have a new coach,
Mhm.
Chandra. Um, what have you done on a personal level? Like, what are some of the things that you put into place to develop your mindset, to develop uh, this this level of confidence that you believe you didn't have when you first started? Because if you do remember, Faten, the first time I said, Faten, will you pray for us when we had our sister
Oh my
circle?
God.
Do you remember it? Like, you
I
literally,
remember. Yeah, of course I remember. I couldn't pray. I didn't pray. Told you I couldn't do
Mhm.
it. It was scary, and especially my background is, I was a stay-at-home mom. I raised my three boys, and that's all I knew. So being in this entrepreneurial journey, being in groups with other women in different places, like as you said, I live in Brazil, and so the group, there, excuse me, women from different parts of the United States, and I believe you had somebody from Canada at the time. I'm not sure, but it was just really pushing me out of my comfort zone.
Mhm.
Something I didn't know. And I'm grateful for you for doing that, because then the following week I was able to pray because I practiced beforehand. you know and yeah, and so that's what it was scary. It was very scary. You were my first coach. You really helped me work my confidence. You believed in me. You saw something in me I didn't see myself at the time. I didn't see my potential, but now I understand. I always think about that whole process, all those months that we worked together, that got me to have that confidence and to be able to speak to other people and to be in groups and not be so shy. So now that I'm working with Chandra Brooks, she's my business coach, so she's
Mhm.
helping me see another side of what I need to work on my confidence with regards to the business itself.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And so when you say it was scary, share with us what was going through your mind. What has been some of the things that held you back in the beginning? Because you mentioned fear a couple of times. What were some
Mhm.
of those thoughts that were going through the stories that you were telling yourself?
Can I do this? Am I smart
Mm,
enough? Am I good
mm,
enough? I'm too afraid I may make mistakes. What are these clients going to think of me? They're going to fire me. Am I capable? You
mm.
know,
I'm sure a lot of
yeah.
the women listening can really relate to that. If you can relate to any of those that Faten said, I'm not good enough, can I do this? Drop it in the comments. Let us know that you're resonating with this. So, Faten, what would you say was the most defining moment in your journey, that, that moment where you're like, poof, I can do this?
I have quite a few, to be honest with you. I remember once after completing your program, when I had built the confidence, I'm like, I'm capable of this. I could do this, right? I don't want to just be doing social media management. I want to help. I want to learn more. I want to build a team. That's when I brought it up to you, and you helped me build my small team at the time. And then another defining moment was actually this year. I'm going through 2 programs.
Wow.
2 programs. I'm doing the director of operations, and I'm also doing coaching with Chandra Brooks right now. So what happened, I'm doing these 2 programs, and I'm like thinking to myself, what is it do I really want to do? And I've been doing it for a while, and I just didn't know what I was doing. I was helping clients build strategies, and that's where, I'm like, I help people build their systems. When you get on a call with me, I let you know what is the best system for your business. What systems are out there, and I consult on that. So that's another big aha moment that I had recently. This is what I'm made to be doing or supposed to be doing.
So tell us, as we, now we're moving into, you've had this aha, moment. First, it started growing, the VA team, moving from, well, this is just a hobby. Now, okay, Dorothy-Inez, I want to build a team. Now you're with Chandra Brooks, and it's like, okay, there's more for me. What have I been doing? And you've discovered that what you've been doing all along is helping people to build strategies. Tell us what that process looks like, Faten, because what I want people listening to see is this something they may need to incorporate, either by enlisting your services, or is this something they need to be doing on their own? What does that process look like?
So first, what I do is I send a questionnaire, and the potential client fills it out. I have a few questions. I ask about mission, vision, and values, and what their day-to-day looks like in their business. And then we go on from there. There's this, what I call a strategic mapping. So there's 7 strategies we go through. Their finances, visibility, personal growth, scaling, operations, product, what they have in their business, or our planning. It's like, a brain dump. We put that all down on a Trello board. We go through each step, each process, what was working, what's not working, what the person wants to change, or leave. And then we break that even down further. And then I break them into quarters. So, what do you want to accomplish in quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4 in the future? And then, if the client wants, we could go on further, and I could hold them accountable to those. So it's really like everything that is in your head. I ask the questions and I get it all out, and then people have aha moments during those calls.
So what have you found? What have you found to be the most powerful about doing this process? Because you mentioned essentially brain dumping everything that a person has on the inside of them. What have you found to be most powerful? And then how can they take what's most powerful and maybe apply this at home?
Can you ask the question again?
So what is the most powerful thing that you've discovered through this process as they're brain dumping? What has been the most powerful thing people have discovered? And then how can somebody listening maybe try this for themselves at home?
The most powerful thing is it brings them clarity, because they see it. As we're on the call, I'm typing everything out. They see it, and then they are able to, they want to take action. Because they have that clarity, now they want to take action. They want to do something about it.
Mhm.
That's what happens on the call.
Okay, and so how can somebody at home do a process similar like this?
It's not going to be similar because the person doesn't know what they need to do to get it all out. Because I'm the one that's going to be asking the questions, right? They may say something, and from what they tell me from a previous question, another question will pop up and it'll get them thinking. And I sometimes tell them, okay, take a couple of minutes to think about it. You don't have to answer me right away, because sometimes they need time, because it just brings up other things, other ideas or other strategies, or something that's in the back of their mind, in the back of their head, and they just don't know, and they just didn't know it was sitting there until we start the process. So somebody doing it on their own, it's not going to be the same.
Well, I would expect it wouldn't be the same, but I was thinking maybe they might be able to do something like this for themselves to get the process going, giving them a little nugget to be able to start a process like this at home. So how does a woman who wants to scale and grow, how does she know that she needs this type of service?
Ask yourself, do you have a layout? Is everything set in stone, written out? You have the plan. If you don't have a plan, or you just have half a plan and you're stuck and not sure what you need to do next, then you need somebody like me to help you create that strategy.
Okay, well, that sounds interesting. Where can they connect with you, Faten?
They could connect with me by going to my website, fatenbazzi.com, or I believe you shared my link to schedule a call.
Yes, Faten's link is in the comments below. If you want to connect with her, it's in the comments below. So click on that link, and I think that's to do the free session with you. Is that correct?
Yeah. Just if they have any questions, I could answer those questions, and we'll see if we want to move forward from there. Even on Facebook, you could reach me on Facebook, Messenger, tag me in this in the comments in this video, and we could connect.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Faten, for being here today. All of you
You're
watching.
very welcome.
Yeah, I've appreciated everything you've shared with us. I'm sure everyone watching appreciates. Show Faten some love. Be sure to like, comment, and share. And if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe. And next week, we are going to have the Shine strategist, Miss Kiera Jones, with us on the show. So until next time, keep on shining.